Hello, welcome back. My name is Carissa. Today we're gonna do something a little different. I usually talk about books on this channel. I figured since I have like umpteen million hobbies, I don't know if all of you guys know or not, but I am a knitter and a crocheter. So I figured that I would share some of my projects that that I'm currently working on. I do have a few here to share. I also have a cup of coffee, so if you see me sipping on it, just to let you know, that's what it is. And I also have my phone with like all the start dates of when I started my projects. So if you see me looking down at all, that is also why. Okay, I didn't really plan this out very well, so I'm not exactly sure where to are going to start with like the most recent project that I started. I have mentioned this on a couple sprints. Like I have recently got back into knitting and I started knitting a pair of socks. So yeah, these are my socks. They are the Vanilla Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. I don't know if like many of you guys know her. It's like a super like simple pattern. I am using a fingering weight yarn, obviously, because it's a sock, but I did do 20 rounds to the cuff, and then I'm working on the leg of my sock. I'm not sure how many rounds I have on it yet, because I literally have been just knitting like crazy. So the colors that I'm using are this gray. I think it's called Pebble. And then the color on the top, it is called Party Bus Shadow. So, like this is what it looks like. And like when it's not knitted up. So, yeah, I want to buy like another skein of this yarn to like make like the entire sock. That's the original plan I had for it, and then it didn't cake up very well. So, get my hands out of the way. But that's what it looks like. I am very excited. It's really pretty. It's like this light blue and like orange. But yeah, I started this pair of socks, I want to say Friday or Saturday. So, and I've gotten this far on it. And this is my first sock. Well, like the first sock in this pair, and I am very excited. So, yeah, that's the first project I'm working on. The second project that I'm working on is a garment. I started a sweater. I don't know if like how well. It's like a burnt orange. I literally all I have to do to finish this sweater is the sleeves. And I don't know why I've been putting it off so long. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I'm very excited. This shouldn't take me like too long to finish. Cause it's like kind of like a granny square type pattern. Like it's the same stitch that you use for like it's a double crochet, and it's like the granny square pattern. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's really easy to work up. Excuse me. So I don't know why I haven't got it done yet. I did start this on Halloween of last year, and like I did a majority of it, I want to say last year, and then I just set it aside. I don't know why. Like I don't know if I've just like lost interest in it, or if it was just like, because I tend to get really bored when I'm knitting or working on the same project for too long. So I think that's kind of what happened. I want to say I got like most of the body done before I started getting super bored. But yeah, this is the other one. The yarn I'm using is this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's by Lion Brand. It's the Pound of Love. And the colorway is called Pumpkin Spice. But it's like this really pretty like burnt orange. I love it. And it's a worsted weight yarn. I really like it. It's like super soft. It's 100% acrylic yarn. So I don't know if that like contributes to it being soft, but like I really love Lion Brand's yarn. I will try to link it down below. I don't know if they still have it. They should, but I'm really like the color. I think the next one, if I decide to do this pattern again, I think I'm gonna do like whatever this band is called, and then like the cuffs. I think I might do that in a different color. But yeah, it is called, before I forget, it is called the Granny Square Pullover, Granny Pop Pullover, and it's by MJ Off the Hook. So I really love her patterns because they're like, I feel like they're very customizable. And then like you can make it as long or as short as you want. And then it's the same thing for the sleeves. I usually do about 30 to like 32 rounds for the sleeves, which is like a comfortable length for me because then they won't be too long or too short. And then like depending on like what I'm making, it will determine like the body for it. But yeah, I really like it. It's just, I feel like if I don't see this color this color for a minute, I won't be upset. I am on my second like ball of like this yarn. I did buy 4 at the beginning of my project, assuming the size that I'm doing a 2X if I remember correctly. So obviously I bought too much yarn, but the extra amount of yarn that I'm using that I bought for this is gonna go towards my temperature blanket, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I would really love to finish this in the month of February. I don't know if it'll happen, but like all these projects, well, at least this and my socks, I would love to get done in the month of February. A majority of these I would like to either like make progress on. I know my temperature blanket's not going to be, we'll get to that, but I know that project's not going to be like completely done. But speaking of my temperature blanket, oh dear, before I pull, I haven't gotten very much done on it yet. Like I am like super far behind, but hold on. But this is as much as I have done on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is like super long. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a throw technically, but I am very excited. So I'm on like a light purple roll right now. I think I'm using, I forgot what stitch, but like each color represents like a color range. And I think I left off in the middle of January because I did have to buy some more of this dark purple. So like within like the next week or so, I think we're gonna be catching up on this to at least get done with January's. I am planning to do like 2 rows of this white in between each month, but I'm not sure yet. I know this isn't going to be done, but at least by the end of February I want to be caught up, to have January's obviously, and then to have February, and then to not have to play catch up in March, because I feel like because I know the further I get behind on this, like the more that I won't want to do it. So like I'm trying to avoid that. I want to say like the biggest reason why I'm behind is because I had to buy more yarn, and so now it's just like trying to rush. Oh, why try to fold it? I'm trying to like rush to get caught up. So like I don't know. I'm gonna try to get this caught up when I have time. Usually at night is when I have the most time, and then sometimes in the morning depending on when I get up. But this is definitely, I want to say, like one of my top priorities. So I don't know, we'll see. And I'm thinking of my temperature blanket. And these are all the all the colors that I am using. And then like it has the temperature ranges that you can like assign a color to. And then it's like, you know, like what colors for like what temperature range. And then I do what I'm using to like keep track of that, because obviously, yeah, I'm kind of behind. This is like she calls it like a planner type thing. She calls it a printable planner for the year. So this is what I'm using to, it's kind of like washed out, but this is kind of what I'm using to keep up with it. So it has like the days and like whatever temperature it was. So to keep track. It is by Natalie Buford. Again, I'll have like everybody linked down in the description box. But I bought this off of Ravelry. Ravelry? I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, that's what I'm using to keep track of all my colors. So hopefully I'll have like some progress to show you. And then I want to say one of the last projects I have to catch up on. I know that I showed like this color, like this project, I think in some of my reading sprints, but it is a blanket that I am working on by Annie's Kit Club. So like in the end, that's what it's gonna look like. I have to do squares 4 through 6 or 4 through 9, I believe. 4 through 9, I believe. Yes. So like I haven't worked on it in over a couple months. So squares 4, 5, and 6 are gonna be out of this color. It's kind of like a cream color. Oops, it's upside down. It is called, if I can find it, it's called Honey Milk. So this is what squares 4, 5, and 6. And then the color that I just got recently is this one. So this is going to be 7, 8, and 9 out of this color. And then it's called Harbor. I really like this color too. I think it's really pretty. It's kind of like a gray. And these are also a worsted weight yarn. So I'm very excited because these work up very quick, but it's just like sitting down and like actually working on them. What like I think is like the big problem for me to kind of like actually just sit down and start working on them. Because there's sometimes where I feel like I'm unmotivated because if I work on a project too long, like then I won't want to come back and finish it. That's my big thing. Like you'll see that I think in a lot of my projects. I don't know how many of my projects I'll share, but yeah, I feel like, ooh, so like the first color, thinking of that, this was like the first color that I used. It was indigo. So like if you put, so though, I don't know if I'm gonna get another color or not, but that's kind of like the color scheme, which I think is really pretty. So it's kind of like a cream color, indigo, which is this one. And then this one's kind of like a gray, like a bluish gray, I would assume. So it's going to be like a really pretty color combination. And I cannot wait to see what it looks like when it's done. But if you can't tell, like my favorite color is like more of like a blue color scheme. I mean, other than my sweater that I'm working on, but which is like an orange. So like that kind of like that, my sweater is kind of like out of my comfort zone a little bit. But yeah, those are the projects that I'm currently working on and that I would like to get done by the end of the month. But I know like my sweater, like if I work on it, like I can get it done by the end of the month. And then as far as my socks, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am using them on 9-inch circulars. I will have her pattern down below. I don't mean to like hop, like randomly just like hop back to my socks, but I will have all of these patterns down below. So yeah. Oh, and one more project that I would love to start would be another pair of socks. So like I started with this, I forgot what it was called. I started with this colorway, but I made like a very big mistake on these pair of socks. So I ended up ripping out those socks, and then hopefully, like I would like to start these ones back up again and then get them done. But I don't know if that's like I don't know if I'll get that done in February. I feel like these will be more of like March socks. But yeah, March. I'm pretty sure these will more than likely get done in March. But I mean, I have to set goals for myself, right? But yeah. Like I said, like I'll have everything linked down below. I'll definitely have my Rivalry page linked down below too for like any modifications that I made. Which I don't think I made any modifications in any of these projects, but yeah. I don't know how many of like these videos that I will do on my channel. I've definitely thought about starting like a second channel, but I really don't want to have to do 2 channels if I don't have to. So this is more of like testing the waters a little bit and then see how it goes. So yeah, if you guys like these kind of videos where like I share my hobbies, let me know in the comments down below, and then we'll definitely go from there. I'm more than likely, when I go back to doing reading vlogs, I will definitely show you guys like what I'm working on in my reading vlogs. But those haven't been like a big priority like the past couple weeks. But yeah, so if you guys would like to see any more of these, let me know. I'm definitely not opposed to sharing what I'm working on or like my goals for like at the beginning of the month, and then to see if I achieve them at the end. So yeah, like I look forward to seeing what you guys think. And then yeah, we'll definitely like figure it out and then go from there. But yeah, that's definitely going to be all for this video. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I don't know if I'll have like the yarns linked or not, but yeah. Please, I feel like that's a future Carissa problem. But definitely if I don't, you guys can come and like, you guys can ask, but please be respectful about it. Because if I forget, like I feel like it's not intentional. But yeah, that will be the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next one.